Hey, first off, I'd like to give praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakodash. Our honors to the apostles, bishops, and teachers of Great Millstone, and shalom to you brothers out there. You're pushing this word of the Lord in sincerity and in truth. Right, it's an impromptu from the brother Ashram GMS Jamaica camp. Right, so I was watching, I was looking at that video that the apostle Aram Lab posted about Denzel Washington, and I was just thinking about the topic. I didn't even get into the video, because something came up as I was about to press play, but as I started to play rather, but it's just proof, that of what the scripture is always been saying, about our people, and when it comes to the truth, right? This is Isaiah 4 verse 6. It said, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, and it shall be no priest, and thou shalt be no priest unto me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy power, I will also forget thy children." And day by day you see these things happen, where people talk about Christianity, as it is the way of the Lord, right? But it's just to show you how far gone our people be. Now we understand that, of course, through our captivity, we have been brainwashed, in terms of the truth of the scriptures, come up the line, and they have brainwashed us to the point where we brainwash your kids. Your kid, this kids the same. Feed your kids, the same lies. Right, but hey, it's not like the Lord did not make provision for the truth, because guess what? The Lord have the prophets and the highways and byways, out here teaching this truth, right? And I'm sure at some point, Denzel must have heard about Hebrew Israelites at some point. Right, but if so be the case and him choose to go in a Christian church, he just got to prove my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. And even more so nowadays, where the Christian church or the Christianity so called, and the small hats are being exposed. All these things are being exposed right now. Look, the situation in the Vatican, where the so called, religious men have to be paying fines for kids that they molested. Look what happened with the small hats in New York City, where they have the underground tunnels smuggling kids, right? That's trafficking, right? That is one of the worst of the laws of this society, trafficking, right? So look at what they are doing. You see, the Lord is knowing the time when the Lord is exposing all these lies and wickedness. Right? How can you look in that direction, to say seeking the Lord? Right? The Lord is showing that He's not there. Even another sense, when they come up against the truth of the scriptures, they always fail. Christians don't know what's in these scriptures, right? They have a few scriptures that they read over and over, and they consider it to be their doctrine. That's it, right? But the depth of the scriptures, they don't know it, right? They're simple. But you know what? The scripture also said, because how can you know that something is without root, right? And you're going to hold on to it as if that is the truth. Hey, you must be worse than them. In this day and age where the truth is out there in the forefront, how can you choose Christianity? If you're gonna say, you're gonna seek the Lord, how can you choose Christianity? All right, this is another scripture to back that one up. It says, this is Jeremiah 4 verse 22. It says, "For my people is foolish; they have not known me. They are sottish children. They have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge." Right? And with people under the curses, but they just exalt themselves as fools. That's all our people do, exalt themselves as fools. right? Because when the truth come out to them and they hear it, they reject it, and they call it madness. But yet still, whenever them see the things that we speak about, when the Lord start bring the judgment that we speak about, them you see them turn around and them then come and say, oh, what's happening here, or oh, what's happening there? Why do you think it's happening? That's what they come to us and they say, or the question that they ask. Because you know what, deep down inside, they know that we are the prophets of the Lord. They know it. They know it deep down inside, right? But they play the fool and they play the hypocrite, because we are looked down upon in this society, so they consider we're doing foolishness. But you know what the scripture said? What the Lord said? He said, it pleased the Lord by the foolishness of preaching to see if they which are lost. Because just the other night, some of the brothers was on this live, trying to educate, some degenerates. And, it turned out, one, whatever. But that's his thing. Whenever first of all, the truth was not made for everyone, right? And whenever you try to bring to somebody, their ignorance always seems to, how do I put it? The ignorance always seems to take over, and lead the conversation down some, wild, nonsensical rabbit hole. Right? But we don't expect more from these people. What the scripture says, my people is foolish, they have not known me. Right? If you knew the Lord, then you'd do everything in your power to hear his word, right? And to understand his word. Right? Especially in a time like now, when all these prophecies, about to come to a completion, right? When things like the MOTB about to be put out there on the forefront, right? Where you can't go around it anymore, or to the point where you can't go around the system anymore. They put it that way, right? That is the point that we're at, right? When you're gonna have to get that digital device. Hey, the infrastructures are in place. Right? Everything is in place and ready to go. The year is about to be 2025. It's just a few days off, right? About a week and a day. About a week and a day. Right? And these men saying that they're gonna have their thing established by 2030, and it's now 2025. You know what that means? They gotta ramp things up. Because everything's not going to happen immediately on January 1st, 2030, right? It's going to be a process. And matter of fact, by 2030, it should have been completed. And how society is running right now, these people are not ready. So you know what that means? There are going to have to be some events, some scare events, some serious events that people are going to die. And are going to force the people in the mindset to willingly come and beg for that device. So, going into 2025 is going to be crazy. You think you see crazy? Yeah, it's going to be crazy. Hey, the closer we get to that time, the crazier things going to get. Right? And it's going to get to a point where it's going to be total chaos out here in the streets of every country. Because that is what the Lord prescribed. It's called the day of the Lord. Right? And the time of Jacob's trouble. That's what the Lord prescribed for this sickness that's on the earth. Because right now the earth is sick. Right? This place is polluted with all kind of madness, from the alphabet community, to the wickedness of the food that this devil is trying to get us to eat. Hey, it's just so many things to talk about. This thing is going down. I know it's that time. Right? It's not the time to be bold to say you want to join a Christian church for whatever reason. It's not that time. It's the time to get yourself right with the Lord. He said, let me just get that one really before we close off. Isaiah 26 and 20, he said, come, my people, enter thou in thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself, as it were a little moment, until the indignation of the Lord be overpassed, meaning righteous judgment. For behold, the Lord cometh out of his place to punish the inhabitants of the earth for their iniquities, and the earth shall disclose her blood and shall no more cover her slain. There are gonna be dead bodies out there, right? The carcasses just lying on the street, no one to bury them. Hey, now's the time to get yourself right with the Lord. Get yourself right with the Lord. You know, seek to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. You know, pray for deliverance. You know, pray that you make it through to the other side. Because it's gonna be crazy out here, yo. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Hey, with that.